My psychic sense of everything around me was that people were in shock.
Oh, excuse me, I just had this psychic feeling that everybody was disgusted when I shit my pants in public.
My psychic sense.
Oh God, I just had this psychic feeling that jacking off right now would feel really good.
Psychic sense.
Oh my God, the psychic feelings are flooding. I need to play video games all day and ignore my family.
Psychic sense.
Oh my God, the psychic visions are flooding my head. This psychic feeling that drinking a bunch of booze and smoking weed and doing heroin would feel so good. Give me a fucking break. You had a psychic feeling that the nation was shocked after a political assassination? Bruh. Where you can see the gore in 4K? Dude, I am by no means some cringy, annoying atheist guy, but come on. You let those words leave your mouth.
Psychic sense.
And then, lo and behold, he says this.
One of the reasons why I have been so, for instance, so pro-Israel and, largely antagonistic to a lot of the stuff that the Democrat Party has been doing is, I remember 9/11.
As I was editing this goofy little video, I could not stop thinking about this line because it's indicative of something much larger than just being cringy. What do we know about 9/11? That's the big question here. Because if you, historically speaking, the Bush administration lied to the American public, manufactured our consent and the gusto to invade a foreign country with lies. We know that. Nearly 1 million innocent people killed during those wars. We know that. So to sit here and say you're pro-Israel because you remember 9/11, to me says you historically don't know what the fuck was going on, or you're blinding yourself from it. If you cannot historically understand what was really going on with that, then why would anybody trust your spiritual guidance? I cannot imagine a more boomer take, because it seems like you're a bit divorced completely from the wider reality, the wider story being told. I don't know how anybody could trust you after that. I am, of course, I'm just memeing. It was an incredibly stupid thing to say.
Psychically speaking.
And to think, this is what's very interesting to me, is back in 2017, I was leaving my militant atheism behind. I had a few experiences that were life-changing and kind of realized, oh, I don't believe I'm an atheist anymore. And that dude's account was one of the things that got me thinking esoterically and about magic and spirituality in a different context. If you think magically, if you're into the occult, if you're into magic, and your political observations are no different than like the average dumbass American boomer, shut up then. Just shut the fuck up. There's enough people saying that. We don't need more of it. So, I don't know, just talk about how everybody needs to meditate all the time or some shit instead of whatever the fuck this is. We are an empire in decay. You know, I feel like if you become a political actor during this time period, you are sort of signing up to possibly be a sacrificial lamb. In light of recent revelations about the Charlie Kirk assassin, the assassination was the more like a shitpost.
And a third unfired casing read, "If you read this, you are gay, LMAO."
It was the assassination equivalent of a shitpost. It was done for the lulz. Back in my day, we had assassins that were MK Ultra'd, that were ideological and believed in something bigger than themselves, not some kids shitposting. What's going on with this generation? You are sort of signing up to possibly be a sacrificial lamb for the anger my generation, Gen Z, are feeling. Not that that's good. I wouldn't want unjust killings of, 50 IQ MAGA Joe the plumber. But this is a radical period of time. I would say probably within the next 10 to 15 years, we're going to see some sort of soft American revolution as the millennials, as Gen Z, are starting to realize there's not a future worth living for the way things currently exist. So if you're not thinking radically, if you're thinking still within the same box that has led us to this point, shut up. And clearly, I'm ideological. I don't think there's anything wrong with having an ideological view of the world, because it means you actually believe in something a bit bigger than yourself. That's kind of the preface. What I'm getting at is I kind of feel that when somebody claims to be a magician, claims to be an occultist, and their whole worldview is still kind of within the box of, we need to uphold democracy, political violence is bad, and no real critiques of like the system, the economic system of which we're in, then I find those people fucking useless. I find what they're saying useless. I think they're untethered from the machinations of what it means to exist in the world right now. Specifically, if you're a younger person and you're looking at the future and thinking, what the fuck am I going to do? I'm not going to be able to retire. If I break my fucking arm, I'll go bankrupt. I get the guy's not like a full boomer.
Let's talk about Gen X.
Just as bad. Okay, so I got morbidly curious and went to his Twitter account, and he's retweeting right-wing accounts. It's the most McCarthyist, communism is bad shit. Whatever. I can't control what people believe. This is what I will say, though, is that he is divorced from the current zeitgeist. He is not tapped in. No matter how much he thinks he's decalcified his third eye, he's missing the forest for the trees. You are no different than a neocon fucking boomer. What insight can you give us that will shift the way we think about the world? Nothing. But hey, the day of the pillow is coming at some point. Whee! Whee! On my next video, I will be sacrificing a small child to mullet.